pace with those running between the wickets, hitting those full tosses into the hands. So it's now started to work for them.
They have found their groove. Definitely can work a little bit more on that running between the wicket, pushing for the second one hard. For the third one, there's a lot of vacant areas. You need to sort of bag as many runs as you can. This will beat fielder. Ghulam Fatma will have to give up the chase because it will run away for the boundary. Another one for Amy Hunter. She's turning things around for Ireland.
Yeah, not quite controlled. Going in that third area once again. That's not where he actually intended. Wanted to play towards that extra cover, but that thick outside edge was that extra cover fielder. So Marina, are you nervous, or is it just me about 1 p.m. game, the semi-final between Pakistan and New Zealand?
On the right of your screen, we've got Tania Malik. She's the head of women's cricket. Got some guests from the Irish side. A lot of things has been done under Tania Malik since she started to take hold of that office. Domestic cricket, grassroots cricket, under 19. Still a lot more work is expected from her. 30 overs gone, Ireland 130 for 1.
Right, the foundation given from up 2 batters up the order, Leah Paul and Gabby Lewis. It was expected that it has to come from them. 54, she's still there. 39 scored by Gabby Lewis, and Amy Hunter, she scored at a very good rate. 34 of just 32 deliveries. It has all changed since the time she has come in middle. It's 130 for 1. It's just been lovely here in Lahore. The weather, kids have come in. It's just amazing day to play cricket. They come in good numbers, although it's a weekday, but all these kids from schools, they've come here enjoying the game. And finally Ireland is throwing some challenge to Pakistani girls. I have a question again saved for you, Marina. Are you nervous? I am.
Obviously every Pakistani would be, because they've made it to semi-final. It's a huge achievement, but now it's one game that can turn things around. New Zealand, yes, you cannot take them lightly. It's going to be one heck of a game.
Use of feet. That's where she's been very, very impressive, Leah. Although they did try in the first 2 games, but it didn't work out. And talking about the fans, aren't you loving these?
That's a delight, actually. A lot of club cricketers I've witnessing coming here. A lot of women cricketers who wanted to see their stars live in action. Some fans, families coming in.
Yeah, Ani!
Ireland, yes, they are on track. And again, this is it's not. Yes, Pakistan has won the series, but this match is not a dead rubber. They've got 2 points that Ireland will be eyeing, and that can give a huge boost to them.
Yeah, earlier I was talking about with Shah Faisal about the Sri Lankan series that we witnessed in Karachi. They won their first 2 games, and then in the last game they just gave it away. They were very casual, nothing taking away from Sri Lankan abilities, but Pakistani fielders and the bowlers were quite dull that day. Is it the same today? It feels like that. Probably just taking it easy.
Well, firstly, you have to give credit to Ireland the way they have started things. They've came with intention. But yes, I always talk about the art of taking wickets. These kind of scenarios actually expose bowlers. Coming down the track will be a single. And also the sort of captaincy that when the partnership is going strong, what you and your bowlers can extract out of it. 31 overs gone, Ireland 133 for 1.
Important people. Swept nicely. There is a fielder. Umaima Sohail playing the first match of a series. Player of the month from ICC, Netherlands not included. She's been rested. But what about Kainat Imtiaz? She did a good job. And considering that Diana Baig is not in the side, and she did a pretty well job with the new ball as an all-round cricketer. Marina, do you agree with that change?
Yeah, Kainat was decent with the new ball, and yeah, she can be really handy with the bat, provided that any opportunity was given or provided. But yes, I think that it was more about giving opportunities to others as well, because they thought that they do have the series in bag. There's one match left, so they can give a bit of more exposure to Mehani. Yes, she deserved that. But there has been a lot of question going around if Aiman Anwar or even Kainat would have been given a chance. That's the team management to decide.
Yeah, I totally get you. I'm not putting you in a position. But just looking at the conditions, quite gloomy. You would want a seamer up there with the new ball especially to get that initial benefit.
Well, I would have backed Alia with the new ball because Pakistan needs her in best of her rhythms in terms of bowling as well as batting. But yes, this opportunity could have given her a little more cushion because there wasn't much pressure. No improvisation. Just a single there. Trying to be cheeky, Amy Hunter. That's what you will expect of her. But just coming back to the point, I think that she could have been given that opportunity because the conditions were favorable for the bases.
She's quite lucky though. Then balloon up. Because they're bowling so slow, they're not keeping that fine. A short 45 fielder there. So there is gap available. That's why we've seen that these batters attempting that shot. 32 gone, 138 for 1. It's building. After a good foundation, just a little hiccup by 22nd over. And then now as we see the inning progressing, it's building up a little too. The 29th over, going for over 10 runs. The momentum definitely with Irish women at the moment. 32 overs, 138 for 1. Big one! Just over the head of that mid-wicket fielder for 4. Brave shot.
They've decided to put pressure on the debutant. Shy down the wicket. Ball through the hands of Fatma Sana. Is usually very good in the fielding, but this time put down the favor. Shy down the wicket. Backing through the hands of Fatma Sana. Is usually very good
Birthday
in the fielding, but this time
taken this catch.
Favor. Is backing. What does it has to do with the birthday?
I don't know, but she should have. Birthday yesterday. She should have taken this catch.
Maybe eaten a lot more cake. What does it have to do with the birthday?
I don't know. She hasn't taken a wicket yet too, so probably she's in that zone still.
Maybe eaten a lot more cake.
At least she's making a comeback. She hasn't taken a wicket yet too, so probably she's in that zone. And will be called a wide. At least she's making a comeback after the injury, and she's done well.
Mehani, what a proud moment, playing her first game That too at
It
Gaddafi
is.
Stadium in front of the home crowd. She belongs to Faisalabad.
Mehani, what a
Been
proud
around in
moment,
the domestic
playing her
circuit for a
first
while.
game.
That too at Gaddafi Stadium in front of the home
Yeah,
crowd.
You remember your
Belongs
first
to
game?
Faisalabad has been around in the
Which
domestic
stadium
circuit
it
for a
was?
while.
And what was the field
Good
like?
prospect. It was against Ireland
You
in
remember
Ireland
your first
in
game?
2009 in Dublin.
Which stadium it was?
It was
What
raining.
Was the field like?
It wasn't really good conditions. It was against
We had
Ireland
to
in
bat
Ireland
first.
in 2009.
Counter
Dublin.
the swing as well.
It was raining. It wasn't really good.
Down the
conditions.
track, it's in the air, but
We
over
had
the
to
head
bat
of Alia.
first.
She can only watch it sail over that
Counter the
boundary.
swing
It's
as well.
Maybe bouncing
Down the
before
track,
just
it's in the
going
air,
over
but
the boundary. Over the head of Alia.
Still
She can
waiting for
only
umpire's
watch it
decision.
sail over that boundary. Just bounce before that rope. Bouncing before just going over the boundary.
Living up to the expectation and the
Still
name
waiting for umpire's
Hunter.
decision.
Amy
I think
Hunter.
it's just bounced before
What a
that
shot
rope.
that was. It tells you
Living
how
up to the
confident
expectation
this
and the
young girl
name
is.
Hunter.
She's got a long way to
Amy
go.
Hunter.
Have a look at that. What a shot
that
that
was.
was. Flighted delivery just to
It
tells
tells
you
you
how
how
confident this young girl is.
Never tried to
She's got a
overhit
long
it.
way to go. Have a look
On
at
the
that.
result she was
It
looking
wasn't a
for.
flighted delivery just to
Inches
shimmy down
inside
the
the
track.
boundary,
I reckon. And never tried to overhit
What
it.
that shot does is that
On
she
the result
forces
she was
Bisma
looking
Maroof to
for.
bring that cover fielder in the
Inches
circle.
inside the boundary, I reckon.
So now Alia Riaz has gone back
what
to
that
long
shot
off.
does
is that she forces Bisma Maroof to bring that cover fielder in the
That's good
circle.
cricket
by Amy. So now Alia
Great,
Riaz has
she's
gone back to
batting
long
at
at 41 of 39. I think definitely the
That's good
momentum
cricket by
is with the
Amy.
Ireland team now. Let's have a look at that
Great,
shot
she's
again. Batting at 41 of 39. That use of the feet and getting to
Definitely
the
the
pitch of the ball.
momentum
That is
is
with the
amazing.
Ireland team Fantastic. Let's have a look
Great
at that
shot
shot
also.
again.
Just
The
17
use of the
years old.
feet and getting to the pitch of
That's
the ball.
Apesh
That is
again.
amazing.
No, just stunning
Fantastic.
shot. Lucky for
Great shot
Amy.
also.
Not so lucky for
Just
Mehani and
17
Pakistan.
years old.
33 gone.
That's
Apesh
Ireland
again. No,
148 for one.
stunning shot. Lucky for Amy. Not so lucky for Mehani and
And
Pakistan.
guess what? It's
33
time
gone.
for drinks.
Ireland 148 for 1.
And guess what? It's time for drinks.
You can't miss me. In fact, if I'm in the room, you will miss everything else. Everything I do demands
कितने
attention,
बता रहा है
effortlessly. The way I dress,
थोड़े से
the
हम
way
चल
my
लेंगे।
fashion
अपने
is
फोन पर
always
गुस्सा
just a
निकालना।
little ahead of the curve. My name is Neonika Chatterjee. My friends call me NC. I'm a student of fashion design. I'm young, stylish, and ambitious.
Have you come ready for the evening or what, dude?
Not at all. I will of course change into an evening dress.
Did someone design that phone specially for you? It goes so well with your personality.
Well, thanks to guys at Vivo. Being a fashion student, I try and not repeat my looks. I experiment a lot with my looks. Obviously, when I'm so particular about everything, I chose one most important accessory after a lot of searches, and that is my phone, Vivo Y series. No matter how many other phones I looked at, nothing else even came close to this stunning. Everybody who looks at it goes, wow. And why won't they? It's one dainty pretty baby. So obviously it makes people go, wow.
Ireland off to a great start.
Vivo.
Ball in KB Lewis. The partnership was tremendous. And that allowed Amy Hunter to come and hunt for runs. 41 off 41.
Culture is in the
So
air.
far.
It's our
That's a 50.
oxygen.
Clear ball.
We not
Very
only
good.
inherit
Good
cultural
time.
heritage from
Targeted
those
the batters.
before us,
Ball was rather rather.
We are also here to hopefully create the cultural heritage for the future. I'm Tian Wei, a journalist, a bridge builder, a believer in discovering my own culture and learning from yours.
They're living up to their reputation. Pakistan, I would say, are on
Hello,
back foot.
and welcome to China Talk.
It's been a
I'm
wonderful
Tian Wei,
year for her also.
a journalist.
Scored her first
The recently
137
concluded the
this year
20th
against
National
Netherlands.
Congress of the
Highest
Communist
by
Party
any
of
Irish
China
batter.
outlines
Wonderful.
the goals China holds
Just a
dear.
wicket for Ghulam
Among them,
Fatma
to
after giving away
extend
19 in
the
5 overs.
outreach and
The
appeal
rest are
of the
still surging.
Chinese civilization.
148
To
for
me,
1.
it's not only an even stronger appreciation of traditional Chinese
Nicely
culture,
swept. Oh, that's
but
gone through.
also a
At
necessary
this level, this
contribution
should have been
for
stopped.
China to extend to the
It was
world
forcefully
at
hit.
this critical juncture. Why I say that?
One thing
Well,
Irish has
may
done
I
really
invite
well
you
is
to
they
take a
have
look
equally
at these
targeted
two
every bowler.
photos.
This time
He is
stretching and
Hongzi, the
Muniba Ali.
wise Confucius, born
Couple of misfields
2,573
from
years
Muniba so
ago.
far in this
And
innings.
he
Ghulam Fatma.
is one of his
Leah Paul and
descendants,
Gaby
the
actually targeted
76th
her and
generation.
played really well against Ghulam Fatma.
He is the
From
widely
Catholic
respected
Nullified.
quintessential philosopher and educator. He is a young
Yeah, it would
political
be very
scientist
interesting
living
to
and
see how
working
they
in
finish
today's
from
China.
here on. They've got the start.
When I visited their hometown,
Into the
Shifu,
34th over, they
recently,
just
I
lost one
interviewed
wicket.
him and asked the modern-day
Zero, I
man
think, after
about his
16 overs
ancestor,
after
the
this, with
legendary
9
man.
wickets in hand.
At the end of our conversation, he, the 76th generation
Oh,
young political scientist,
Again,
said,
wanted to go big, and
"Why
he's given
would
it
I
out.
ask
That
him
is very
any of
smart
his
wicket keeping
world-famous ancestors
by
if I
Sidra
had a
Nawaz.
chance?
She realized that
I would
maybe the
ask
foot is
him
outside the line.
as man
That is fantastic work by
中
Sidra.
文就是这个世界会好
Exceptional, no doubt, Sidra Nawaz.
That
She has a
question
reputation,
took me
and
by
rightly so.
surprise. Quite a
Immaculate
pleasant one.
glove work, have a look at
Because
that.
as a journalist, come to think about
Fast
it,
through the air.
I've been talking
Did
to
she
so
drag
many
her
big
foot
names
outside
of
off
people
stump?
from different walks of life.
And she's already on her
But
way, so
that is the
be a
underlying
problem
question
there,
in
yes.
every
Look at that.
conversation.
Swift work from
And
Sidra
it becomes
Nawaz.
such
She
an
knew it
urgent
right away.
question in recent years. Well, the capability to find answers
Very
to that
smart.
question
That's a big
collectively
wicket.
in the world is
Maybe Hunter,
becoming
41 or 43.
increasingly questionable. When we need it the most,
149 for
as
2.
pandemics, geopolitics, and dangerous information bubbles fragment our lives. Of course, he, the Confucius, was not able to answer that question directly to his 76th generation grandson. In fact, he did even not need to answer. One only needs to take a closer look at his world, what he and his generation did for answers. As many of you know, the spring and autumn and the warring states is one of the longest dynasties in ancient Chinese history. It's recalled today as a time of turbulence and chaos.
All up friend
More than
cast.
140
Another
rival
great
states
prospect for Ireland.
locked in bloody
She can
wars,
hit big and
massive
score
loss
really
of
quickly.
lives,
Good
widespread
scenario for her to walk out.
one-tongue desperation,
Now well set in on
ruthless
149.
campaigns to destroy the
23
enemy,
for 3 overs
both
gone.
soldiers and
She's got the
civilians.
foundation, got
It was
Leah,
under
more importantly,
these
on the other
dire
end.
conditions
You can guide her.
that Confucius, along with his peers, began to
careful.
nurture their ideas and
Ghulam
speak
Fatma has
out
this variant.
about them.
This one-odd delivery that
For one,
keeps straight.
Confucius
You got to
put
be watch out for
Ren
that
at
delivery.
the top of priorities.
And once you just
It
come
was
in,
the
it can get
most
difficult.
lacking at the time. It epitomizes an individual who is internally good.
पाचन तंत्र को
Didn't
आपके
spin.
लिवर सिस्टम
Didn't
को
spin
दुरुस्त
much.
करने का काम करती है ताकि
She'll mix
आप
it up
जो
nicely.
भी खाएं
This was a wicket
उसका
taking
पूरे का
delivery.
पूरा निचोड़
Tossed up
आपके
nicely.
शरीर पर
Had to
लगे
reach for it because
आपकी
of the lack of
भूख
pace
बढ़े।
and dragged her foot.
खाया पिया सही
Rest
से
was
लगे
done by Sidra
नया
Nawaz.
खून बने हड्डियों में जान आए वजन बढ़े चेहरे पर नूर लालिमा रौनक आए और आप मोटे तगड़े
Nicely driven.
खूबसूरत पर्सनैलिटी के मालिक
Just for one.
100%
That's
आयुर्वेदिक
150
दवा होती है इसका शरीर
two.
पर कोई भी साइड इफेक्ट कोई भी नुकसान या दुष्प्रभाव नहीं होता लड़के लड़कियां दोनों इसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं और पहले 15 दिन के अंदर ही आपको इसका फर्क महसूस हो
coming in good
जाएगा
numbers.
सिर्फ 699
Really
रुपए
enjoying
की पूरे एक महीने की दवा
Backing the girls, I think
और
this is
आप
very
इसे घर
important.
बैठे
For
जीरो
these girls
डबल
that people come in and watch them in front of.
4-5
And that's what
4-5
they're playing
पर
for. This
फोन
will
करके
definitely go to
दवा
Pakistan
मंगवा
because
सकते
they've
हैं।
already won these two games. But Ireland, they've done well in the last game, 150.
More importantly, it's the points in ICC Championship. Both teams have doing that. Now their chances to stay alive in the championship.
Bonjour, Zigwinodanan,
It's a beautiful
Indígena
trophy.
Paz.
It's about the
Bigizi
trophy
and
too.
Odem, Odawa Zayaganing, Ojibwe Anishinaabe Kwetendao. Menominee Zayaganing Indojaba.